First impressions are like trees and oxygen and books and motivation. They matter. The one I was about to make was to be done without a belt, and I realized too late. I busied myself flipping through the thoughts of lessons taught in the last 6 years, initial philosophies, pedagogical theories, devised methodologies. Faces and experiences trickled out of the pages of my portfolio, which was neatly organized like a classroom on the first day of school, like a properly formatted essay, like a dictionary. When it comes to representing yourself at an interview, you must begin with purpose. Be ready to be thrown off your game. 6 years ago, I sat in my first, flanked by two men who I grew to respect, who trusted, who empowered, who entreated, who took a chance on me. This time around, as I sit and wait my turn to ease into the current and flow into the interview room with the others who swim these rapids, I begin to wonder, who is in there now? Are they impressing those I seek to woo? This unknown leaves me feeling like a sixth grader watching an eighth grade boy talk to the girl they like. A father seeing his daughter born and already worrying who she'll marry. A teacher allowing a student more time and not penalizing because the student said they need it more because times were tough. Doubt is a terribly uncomfortable place to be. Suddenly, my phone vibrates from my interior left breast pocket. As I open my suit jacket to reach in and grab my phone, I am reminded of my wife and of my new daughter, who I just dropped off at home for the first time, of the majestic nature and uncomprehendable fear, of the beauty and terror of watching life begin, of my wife's face as Mia was placed on her chest, of love, and of why I am now justified for not wearing my belt today. You see, when it comes to first impressions, sometimes your mistakes become your selling points. Being vulnerable, honest, and real are what make good teachers and people. Excuse me, are you Mr. James McCaffrey? With my response of yes, a smile comes across my face. A moment of confidence surges as I proudly stand, beltless. Right this way, sir. As I break the crest of the windowless door into a small conference room littered with professionals and two students, I decide to be real. I decide to be me. I decide to be a father, a teacher who cares about students first, a passion-filled individual who has lost friends, family, and students, a husband who refuses to not love his wife, a thinker and originator who relishes opportunities where they are allowed to grow and fights to create those opportunities where they seem to not be allowed, a multitasking multi-worker who pursues life while awake and dreams about reality, a person who continues to make mistakes and knows a thing or two about failure and success and beauty. I cannot help but be proud as I represent myself, because teaching and new experiences bring out the same thing in me, like a poem or a song or a single memory of life. They bring out a desire to not want to waste a moment. For life is about relishing the struggle, finding peace, allowing chaos, letting go, holding on, jumping in. Looking back now on that beltless moment, on that first impression, I cannot help but appreciate the metaphor that forgetting something that essentially keeps you together can bring so much order to your life. The hallways of this school are purposeless without me. The seeming arrogance of this is my self-confidence. I must occupy this space in this moment, in this time, in this now. For if I did not, then what is the point of occupying space and doing what we are doing now? We must see our importance in the people around us. A nod, a smile, a what up, an overly exuberant hello, a completely ignore your existence. Each leaves an impression on who you are. Live as if the only impression you get to leave is your first, and each subsequent impression you get to make is yet another. The way you carry yourself determines the position others will need to hold you in. Fake and insincere will result in the same outcome. Be beautifully flawed and not afraid to go beltless.